Hello and welcome to this Warhammer 40k Killteam battle report. Today we will be playing the narrative play mission Jewel of Honor from the Commander expansion on this board. And the meaning of this mission is that both the characters will start in the center of the table in turn 1. And they cannot fall back, flee, or I believe they can shoot. But basically they can only attack each other. The rest of both the teams will be moving up the board on the short board edge at the end of the movement phase, turn 1. And as for targeting enemy commanders, you cannot do that until your own commander has been slain. The victory conditions are, if the commander is slain, he's worth 3 victory points. If the commander is slain by the other commander, he's worth 5 victory points. And all other kill team members are worth 1 victory point. So there will be no scouting phase in this mission. So let's go to the armies.
Well, we'll start with the level 2 Watchmaster.
Yes.
Which is a whopping 145 points, followed by King Frag Cannon.
What specialist?
Oh, he's a melee specialist.
A melee specialist.
Yes,
so that gives him an additional attack in combat.
Yes, he does.
And he is level 2. Yeah. Okay. We'll get to that during the game.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Then the leader with the frag cannon.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh, the frag cannon does very well. So.
Yeah. It's overpowered bullshit.
Yeah. Then there's the heavy with the Infernus heavy bolter.
Yes.
And then there's a sniper specialist with a stalker pattern bolter.
Super. We have that. Then on to the Necrons. I have an Overlord, and the Overlord has the commander trait Tactical Planner, and he also has the specialist and the melee specialist. And the Overlord is equipped with the Foresight. Next to him we have a Leader Warrior, and he's just a warrior, so he has a Gauss thingy. And then the Immortal with the Tesla Carbine is the Comp Specialist. The first flayed one with the little purple thing on the base, he's the Melee Specialist. And the one next to him is a Zealot Specialist. And then we have a regular warrior and 2 regular Tesla Immortals. This team comes down to around 195 points. So we've done deployment. It's really hard. Just put the two dudes in the center of the table. So the Deathwatch will come up from that board edge, and the Necrons will show up from this board edge. I'm going to start with using the Tactical Planner trait for D3 additional command points, which will be 2 additional command points, which will make me start at 3 command points for this turn. Since both our leaders aren't on the board yet, we don't get the additional leader command points in turn 1. So let's go for the roll off turn 1.
Yes.
Yeah. So 2d6, who rolls highest? You throw first, mate. You have 7, and I roll 2. Ooh. So you get to go first, turn 1.
Hooray! Alright, well, welcome to my side of the board. I've put my 2 dudes over here. They'll hopefully knock out some dudes on the other side, and the leader is very bravely on this side. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
And at the end of Necron movement phase, the Necrons moved onto the board as well. The rules state that you can put them anywhere within 6 inches of the table edge, so they don't actually walk on, so you can just put them up in the building or whatever if you want to. This is the Comps Immortal, by the way, and here's the leader with the 2 flayed ones, and there's another warrior and Immortal right here. So now we are going to move on to the fight phase then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shooting?
So, shooting phase first, of course.
I was going to say, yeah.
So the Deathwatch are going to start with the shooting. They're all somewhere in there, as you just have seen. So the Stalker Bolter, the back one of the 2 here, is going to fire at the front immortal here. And he's at a -2 to hit for being over half range and obscured.
Yes.
So the sniper specialist is going to fire 2 shots. He will be hitting on force then,
Yes.
because he doesn't suffer from -half range due to using the Kraken Bolt.
Yes.
And he will be at an additional -1 AP as well.
Yes.
So AP -2. So 2 4-ups.
That's 2 5s.
That's 2 hits. And then strength 4.
Yep.
Toughness 4. So the 2 4-ups. That's nothing.
Well.
Next, the targeted immortal is going to fire back with his Tesla carbine. And the comm specialist tells him that he gets a +1 to hit. So again, over half range and obscured, making it a -1 basically to hit. It's a -2 and a +1. So he will be hitting on force as well. 2 shots. And 6s do nothing because of the -2. But it's 2 hits. So strength 5, toughness 3, needing 3s to wound. That's 1 wound with no AP.
Ooh.
So needing a 3-up for Igor to save his Deathwatch dude for now.
That's 3-up.
And that's okay. So the Deathwatch have no more line of sight on anything. So the second immortal, the comm specialist, is going to fire himself at the same Deathwatch Marine. He's not going to get the +1, so he'll be hitting on 5s and then wounding on 3s. That's 1 hit. And he doesn't wound.
No.
So onto the fight phase between these two guys, and before anything I'm going to play Decisive Strike for 2 command points to make my Overlord strike first.
Are you really going to do that? Wow, I did not see that coming.
Yeah, I'm going to pull that dirty one,
surprise, surprise.
So for being a melee specialist he gains an additional attack, granting the Overlord 4 attacks. He'll be hitting on 2s, but he gets a -1 due to his Void Sight. So he'll be hitting on 3s. Making 3 hits, and he's strength 10 versus your toughness 4 makes it 2s to wound.
Oh, really well.
And there are 2 wounds, and for 1 command point I'll re-roll the 1 into a 4. So that's 3 armor saves with a -4. So Igor needs to make 3 4-up invulnerable saves because the Watchmaster has a 4-up invulnerable save. Easy.
Yes.
And he fails 2 of them.
I sure do.
And that's for 6 damage because they're 3 damage each. So now you're down to 0 wounds. So because the attack that reduced the Watchmaster to 0 wounds has 3 damage, I get to roll 3 injury dice now.
Yep. Dead.
Yeah, he's kind of like taken out.
Bye, Sean.
By Sean Connery, yes. That's 5 victory points. So we were both a bit shocked by what happened. We made the rolls for the Watchmaster anyway to see what happened, and he nearly got the Overlord down as well. So, but well, he was already dead. So Decisive Strike with a reroll. Pretty awesome in this scenario.
Yeah, if I had only that to the end.
Yeah, but you didn't have the command points.
No, I know that's you know.
Yeah. So well, that leaves us for the initiative roll for turn 2.
Yup.
So you do the honors. You have 8, and I have 6. So you get to go first.
Yay.
So movement for the Deathwatch. They all moved around a little bit, and on the other side of the table. I hope I can get around the angle. Yeah, he's there.
Here you go.
So then on to Necron movement. So Necron movement, the warrior moved up to there. The immortal coming from here moved to there. Same goes for the warrior there, who came from this pillar as well. The immortals who stood at this pillar now stands at the door. And this immortal is going to advance an additional
1 inch.
1 inch, so he gets to go 6. Then we have the flayed one. I'll roll the right one first and the left one second. they both will be advancing as well, obviously. So the right one goes 8, and the other one goes 7. So the Immortal moved up there with this advance roll. And here's our flayed one, and there's the other flayed one. So the Sniper Specialist is going to fire at the Overlord.
Yes.
And he's going to use his Dragonfire Bolt.
Yes.
And he's going to use Careful Aim Stratagem.
Yes.
So that's for 1 command point.
1 command point.
And that leaves him at a 3 up to hit.
Yes.
With 2 shots, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 2 shots, 3 up to hit. And this is strength 4.
Yes.
So that's 2 hits, and now you're gonna be wounding on 5s because he's toughness 5.
Ooh. Nope.
No wounds.
No wounds.
So the Immortal closest to the door is going to be aided by the Comp Specialist again to give him a +1 to shoot. And he's going to shoot at due to the frag cannon in the window there. He's over half range and obscured, so that's a -2, but then a +1 due to the Comp Specialist, making him hitting on 4s. That's 1 hit. And Tesla Carbine is strength 5, so he'll be wounding on 3s, because you're toughness 4. That's 1 wound.
Yay.
So that's a 3 up armor save, but the Tesla Carbine has no AP.
Hey.
Which you make. So the Inferno Bolter is going to fire at the Overlord. He's going to use both the Heavy Bolter and the Heavy Flamer. So first we're going to decide how many shots the Heavy Flamer, how many hits the Heavy Flamer does.
3.
The Heavy Flamer does 3 hits. Now you can make your hit rolls for the... You want to resolve the Heavy Flamer first?
Yeah, just go to the flame.
Strength 5, toughness 5, so force wounds. That's 2 wounds. So 2 wounds from the Heavy Flamer, -1, leaving the Overlord with a 3 up armor save. Which he fails 1 and makes 1.
Okay.
Then the Heavy Bolter, -2 to hit, so you'll be hitting on 5s. That's 2 hits. And they'll be wounding on 4s as well.
Oh.
That's no wounds. So the Immortal here is going to fire at the frag cannon dude as well. He's over half range and obscured, so -2 to hit. He'll be hitting on 5s. 1 hit. And he'll be wounding on 3s, strength 5, toughness 4. That's a wound. With no minus modifiers, so you get your 3 up armor save made.
That's a 3.
Which you make.
Hooray!
So the frag cannon in there is going to fire at this Immortal here as well. And he's over half range and obscured, so 2 shots, assault 2, -2. So making it 5 ups to hit.
Yes.
And both miss.
Yep.
That warrior is going to, with his Gauss, what's it, blaster, I think, going to fire at the Graph Cannon. Frag Cannon, sorry, as well. 1 shot, over half range and obscured, so -2 to hit. Making it 4, 5 up to hit. Which he doesn't.
Oh.
So the warrior in the door opening is going to fire at the Inferno Heavy Bolter, who's standing right back there. And he's within half range, so 2 shots, -1 for being obscured, so hitting on 4s. No hits. And then we have this Immortal left, and he will fire at the frag cannon as well. Again, over half range, obscured, -2 to hit, hitting on 5s.
Wow.
No hits. So end of turn 2, a turn that might have not been played at all, nothing happened.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to the initiative roll for turn 3 then. Yeah, well, nothing, 1 wound on Overlord.
Yeah.
Which you will get back in turn 3.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I'll roll first this time.
Good.
Yeah. I got a whopping 3 and you got 10. So you have initiative once again.
Hooray!
So Deathwatch movement. The frag cannon moved back, and over here it's the same thing. They both moved backwards.
It's called a French advance.
Yeah, well, I can't blame you, to be honest. So onto Necron movement, turn 3. So the warrior moved up. The flayed one is going to advance, and he will be advancing an additional 3 inch. And the immortal right next to him moved up as well. This flayed one will be advancing as well, and he will be advancing an additional 3 inch as well. When we get to the overlord, who will advance as well. I want him to get closer to the frag cannon. He gets a 1. These two guys moved up. The immortal to the right is the one with the comm specialist. And then we have the other immortal in here, who will be advancing as well. And he gets a 5. So as we're advancing, they are standing like this, and they all moved up. Onwards to shooting for the Deathwatch.
Yes.
So the frag cannon is going to fire at the overlord, and he's going to use the frag rounds. 2d6 auto hits.
Come on. 10.
For 10 hits. So 10 hits, strength 6, -1, 1 damage. You'll be wounding on 3s because he's toughness 5. So. That's 7 hits. I'm gonna collect some dice. I'll take yours. Let me just let them. So with a -1, he has 3 of armor save left then.
Yep.
And I fail 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. That's not good.
That's not good.
So then this immortal is going to fire at the sniper specialist. Before the sniper specialist gets a chance to take out the overlord, I hopefully take him out. You're not obscured because I have the terrain,
Sure.
and I'm within half range, and I'm gonna with the comm specialist give him a +1 to hit. So he'll be hitting on 2s, and 5s and 6s will be 3 hits each instead of 1.
Yeah. Good.
If I'm doing this wrong, guys, please correct me. So here we go. 2 up to hit. That's 2 hits.
Okay.
Strength 5, toughness 4, making it 3s to wound.
Yeah.
1 wound. I will spend a command point and re-roll that one. Now it's 2 wounds.
The 6 isn't 3 attacks?
No, it's only 2 hits.
Okay. Well,
So now you get 2 3-up armor saves.
there we go.
No! So the sniper specialist is going to fire at the overlord as well, 2 shots.
Yep.
And he's going to use the careful aim stratagem again for 1 command point. So he gets a +1 to hit, so he doesn't suffer the -1 for moving. So 2
3s.
shots, 3 up to hit, 1 hit.
Yep.
You don't want a command point?
1 hit will be enough.
1 hit. Strength 4,
Yes.
toughness 5, so 5 up to wound.
That one I'm going to reroll.
You're going to re-roll this one.
Yes.
You should have re-rolled the other one. That's a bigger chance.
Well,
of getting
you know, I like to keep play dangerously and all that stuff.
it. Yeah.
See?
Well, you made it. -1.
1.
-1.
Yep.
So he leaves. A 3-up save didn't save him last time, right? So, but this time he did.
Well, you know.
Now this immortal will fire at him. You're obscured now.
Yep.
So that's an over half range. So -2 will mean.
No, wait, sorry.
Yeah, it's 24 inch, so that's over
sorry.
half range. So that's 5 to hit.
Yeah.
2 shots, 5 to hit. Nobody hits.
Well.
So the Inferno Heavy Bolter is going to fire his Heavy Bolter at that flayed one. Not over half range, but he is obscured, so forced to hit.
1.
1 hit, because he's the heavy, he doesn't suffer a -1 from move and fire. Strength 5,
Yes.
toughness 4, I think. Yep.
Yep.
So 3 up.
There you go.
Did you make it? That's a -1, right?
There's a -1.
So that leaves him with a 5 up armor save, which he doesn't make. Now he can make a damage roll. 1, 2, 3, 4 is a flesh wound. 5, 6 is taken out, and he's taken out of action.
Hooray.
Necron resurrection protocols.
Yep.
On a 6 up, he isn't gone, but he's gone.
There you go.
So this warrior here is going to fire at him. I assume he's over half range. So and your dude's obscured. So -2 to hit, leaving making a 5 up to hit. which he makes with a 6. And then he's strength 4, toughness 4, so 4 up to wound.
Ooh.
Which he also does, so you have a 3 up armor save.
And
You make it.
ooh.
And then we quickly move on to that immortal, who's going to fire at him as well. Same thing, I think he's over half range. I'm gonna measure this first. Over half range and obscured, so hitting on 5s.
Come on, kill it.
1. Strength 5, toughness 4, 3 up.
Kill it.
That's a wound. 3 up armor save.
Miss it. Ah,
You make it.
damn it. Damn it.
So end of turn 3, we go to the morale phase, and we don't need to take any tests
No, we
because.
don't.
But my overlord, he
Yeah.
decides to use his resurrection orb for 3 command points,
Yep.
which I had, and he's gonna resurrect this dude, and he can just put him anywhere within 3 inches of himself, which will be roughly like there.
No, that's actually further, I think.
Yeah,
Within. Yeah, okay.
he needs to be within 3
Yeah.
inches, so let's put him like there. That's okay. And then we're going to go to the initiative roll for
Turn 4.
turn 4.
Do we have to roll for turn 4?
No, the turn 4 is automatically, and then after turn 4 we
5,
start
6.
the roll. Yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah. I just checked. We check again.
Ooh,
4.
that's
I would like to have the initiative for this.
yeah, well, I think we all do.
Yeah, I have 9, so I get to go first. So, Necron movement phase for turn 4. Those guys moved up, and that immortal they're ready. This immortal is going to advance, and he'll go an additional 2. And the flayed one here is going to advance as well for an additional 6. The warrior moved up here. And these 2 guys are going to charge, so I'm gonna dare it. Gonna charge first with the overlord.
Yay! Overwatch.
Yeah, you know what, I'll roll,
Yeah, roll
see if I
first.
make it.
6.
6, so I think he's in.
Probably, yeah.
I'll measure first. So the overlord makes it in, but he's going to have to eat the 2d6 auto hits now. So you roll, buddy.
That's a 10.
Another 10. Right, strength 6.
Yes.
So wounding on 3s. Oh, that's better. You don't have you don't have the amount of hits this time. You have 7 hits.
That's still 7.
Yeah. So I'll take 7 dice. -1.
Yep.
So 7 3 up saves. And I feel like 4. So 1 ring. So 3 damage rolls to see if he's taken out. The way we see it, he is obscured from where he is right now. If we're doing this wrong, correct us. So the damage roll will be at a -1. So a 1 to 4 is a flesh wound, and
5, 6 dead.
5 6 is
Come on! Nope.
that's a flesh wound. That's
flesh
another
wound.
flesh wound. What? Wait.
Wait. Do we get pluses for flesh wounds?
Yeah, you get a +1 for each flesh wound.
So.
So now he should be taken out. Oh wait, he gets a 6 up save for that one.
Does he now?
Yeah, because he has the reanimation.
Yeah, he has reanimation.
Reanimation. Does he have that, or doesn't he have that? No, he doesn't have that.
Doesn't have that?
No, all Necrons have it except for him.
Okay. Dick move.
No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so he's taken out.
Yay!
Yeah, you got 3 victory points.
Moral victory.
So the other flayed one, or no, not the other one. The flayed one is going to charge as well. So let's see if he makes it in. Like anything but double 1. He's in. You get to do Overwatch again.
Yes!
So the amount of hits.
Ha!
Really, dude.
Yes.
That's strength 6 again. So now he's wounding on 3s, still wounding on 3s. This is yours. You had 8 this time, not 10. Cheap.
I don't care.
What's it? 6 hits.
Yeah.
-1. So I think he's at like a 5 up save now. Yeah, because he has 4 up. And he fails like 5.
Hang on, they only hit on 6s. It's Overwatch.
No, you don't. They're auto hits.
Oh yeah, put down.
Yeah.
I'm an
So,
idiot.
no, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 5 damage rolls. He isn't obscured, so just
3, 4, 5.
Yeah, roll them one by one. See if he gets flesh wounded first, so that you can just take him out like...
Dead.
No, it didn't need to. So, Deathwatch movement phase.
Ready.
You ready? He readies.
Readies.
And he readies. Okay.
There we go.
So this immortal is going to fire first. He's going to fire at him.
Yep.
Within half range, not obscured, because I have to cover. The comm specialist is going to grant him the +1.
Yep.
So he'll be hitting on 2s, 5s and 6s are 3 hits.
Yep.
That's 4 hits in total.
Yep.
Strength 5, toughness 4.
Yes.
So wounding on 3s.
Wow. 2.
That's 2. You get to make 2 armor saves.
And that's 1.
You fail 1.
Sure do.
Let's see what happens. And he's taken out.
Only in death to the end.
Yeah, you be my guess man. Well, he gets to shoot now.
Yes.
Yes. So, the sniper specialist with the I just had the name of that weapon.
Stalker bolt gun.
Stalker pattern bolt gun. It's going to fire at that flayed one.
Yes.
He's over half range. Sniper specialist gets to reroll once. So hitting on 4s, rerolling once.
With the vengeance round.
Yeah, with the vengeance rounds giving an additional -2 AP.
Yes. That's
2 shots, 1 hit.
Yes.
Strength 4.
Yep.
Toughness 4. 4 up.
Yes.
Yes, and he has no save, so you can just go straight on to the damage roll.
And that's a 3.
And that's a flesh wound. And he can take the reanimation protocol, but he doesn't make it. Which reminds me, I could have taken it on the other flayed one as well, but he had so many, so I'll just forget that. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to roll that amount of 6s.
Yeah.
So the Inferno Bolter is going to fire at the warrior.
Yes.
Yes. So be my guest. 3 heavy bolters.
3 bolt shots at.
3s, I think.
Yeah, 3 so.
Because let's not screw over who's obscured there.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just point the barrel over the fucking thing.
So 3s to hit, 2 hits.
It's basically a scene from the Naked Gun with the.
Yeah, they can touch each other. So 3s to hit, strength 5, toughness 4, 3s to hit.
Ooh.
That's a -1.
Uh-huh.
So leaves him with a 5 up save. 2 5 up saves, and he makes 1 and he fails 1. So 1 damage roll.
Protocol.
Notice when he's taken to 0 wounds or he's taken out or flesh wounds.
Okay.
And then he'll go back to 1.
Okay. Oh, he got a flesh wound. So.
Flesh wound. Reanimation protocol.
Yes, he does.
And he makes it. So nothing wrong with that warrior.
Well,
but you still have the flamer.
Which?
Oh no, then you should have had a -1.
Then we don't. Shoot
no, just do the flamer anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
3.
That's 3 hits.
Yep.
Strength 5. So that's 3s.
2.
That's 2 5 up armor saves.
Yep.
Which are both fail.
Alright.
And then 2 damage rolls. Yeah. He's taken out and a flesh wound. So you rolled them separately, but that's on the taken out result.
Yeah.
He's out.
Okay.
So the frag cannon is going to fire at the flayed one. I assume he's going to use his 2d6 other hits.
I think I will.
Yeah, because he's so cheesy.
I love him.
2d6 hits, 8 hits. Strength 6, -1 AP. So you're hitting on, wounding on 3.
That is.
And you have like
7.
Really 7. So
Yes.
leaves me with 7 5 up saves.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's so many failed. And 4. So you get to do it's a +1. He's flesh wounded.
Okay. That's.
He's taken out. So resurrection protocol against that one.
Nope.
Doesn't make it, so he's really gone. So on to the morale phase. Both our teams are halved.
Yes.
So because we both took half our team in casualties. So you be my guest, buddy.
Yep.
That's 7. Did you make it?
No. Yes. Sorry. Yes.
Yes, you made it. I'm leadership 10.
Yeah.
And I had 7 as well, so I made it as well. So on to turn 4 then.
Yep.
Oh. So Igor just found out his list isn't fully legal, but
I'm good at reading.
yeah, the frag cannon, who is the leader specialist, can't have the leader specialist and the frag cannon because he needs to be a gunner, I suppose, and the gunner can't be a leader.
No. Well, the sergeant has to be the leader, and apparently a sergeant is too wimpy to wield frag cannon.
Yeah, but otherwise, this game is, I think, nearly impossible to play with Deathwatch. So
It's
although the frag cannon is pretty good, but if you wouldn't have had it, the game would have probably tilted in one way very fast a couple of turns ago. So we're not going to mind. We're going to finish the game. We're going to see if the game continues anyway.
Yes.
On a 3-up, we'll play a turn 5.
And yep.
Yeah, we'll play a turn 5.
There you go.
So turn 5 initiative roll. Shall I roll first?
Yes.
Yeah. So here, I have like 4, and you have 9. So initiative is for the Deathwatch.
Hooray.
So the Inferno Bolter moved a bit backward,
Yes.
and the frag cannon he readied. So Necron movement, well, everything moved up to be obscured for the next shooting phase that's going to happen.
Yes.
So Deathwatch shooting phase, I'm going to play decisive shot for the Necrons on the regular immortal, and the comp specialist is going to give him +1 to hit. He's within half range because I'm going to shoot at the Inferno Bolter.
Yes.
So making it 2s to hit, 5s and 6s are 3 hits.
And
2 hits. Strength 5, toughness 4, 3 up to wound.
ooh.
That's 1. I'm going to command point reroll this one. That's 2. So 2 3-up saves,
There you go.
and you make them both. So the frag cannon is going to shoot at the immortal. 2d6 hits.
9.
9. You are really, man, that's like 10, 10, 8 and 9.
I need 3 more of these.
Strength 6, toughness 4, 3s to wound. That's, you had 9, right? So that's
Yes.
7 wounds. -1.
Yep.
So that leaves him with a 4-up arm save. Not mistaken. Yes, 4-up.
Yeah.
And I failed 3 of them. So you get to do 3 damage rolls.
Okay.
But he is obscured.
Okay, so first one.
Yeah, first one.
That's dead.
That's like taken out. Resurrection protocol.
Yep. Hey.
No, saved. Next one. Taken out as well. Again, resurrection protocol. No.
No.
He's
Okay.
taken out.
Hooray.
The Inferno Bolter is going to fire at the comp specialist. This immortal. So, Flamer first or Heavy Bolter first?
Flamer first.
Flamer first.
Yep, so 5 auto hits.
Strength 5, toughness 4, 3 up to hit. 3 up to wound, sorry. That's 4. With a -1.
Yep.
So that leaves him with a 4-up arm save as well. And he fails 3 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a damage roll number 1.
4.
That's a flesh wound,
Yes.
but he doesn't save it.
Okay.
It's a flesh wound because he's obscured, so that's only 5 and 6 is taken out. Now it's 3 up to take him out. No, it doesn't matter.
6.
That's taken out. And he's taken out.
Yay.
Because the other immortal isn't within 2 inch, the heavy bolter doesn't get to fire.
Yeah.
Now the leftover Necron warrior there, he gets to fire. He's gonna fire at the frag cannon.
Yes.
2 shots because he's in rapid fire range and he's gonna be hitting on trees. Which he both fails horribly.
Wow.
So that's for the shooting phase.
It is. Doesn't he get to shoot? Oh
He already shot. He already
Yep,
shot.
yep, my
Yeah.
bad, my bad, my bad.
So let's see if any team is broken. Let's start with the Necrons. Leadership 10, still leadership 10. With a 5, that's a pass. And that's an 8. What's your leadership?
8.
8, so you passed it.
Yes.
No. Let's see if we continue on a 4-up. We're gonna play turn 6.
Yep. Ah, there you go.
Oh, we're gonna play a turn 6. Initiative roll.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go first. It doesn't matter. What did I? 5. And you're 10.
Wow.
So you a Deathwatch movement.
Keep it rolling because it's just gonna be.
Oh, you're gonna.
Oh yeah,
You're gonna ready him. Ready him.
It's just,
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Exciting.
My leader is still alive, so I get 2 command points back.
Yeah, me too.
So movement for the Necrons. It doesn't really matter anymore. He readied. He didn't because I'm gonna play decisive shot on him for 2 command points. So let's go straight on to the shooting then. He'll be hitting on trees within half range, not obscured. That's 1 hit. I'm gonna command point reroll this one from the last command point
Yes. Hey.
to turn it into a hit. 2 hits, strength 5, toughness 4,
Yeah.
3 to wound. 1 wound, which you make.
Yep.
Yes. So which one of your guys is going to? Frag cannon.
Frag cannon.
Frag cannon. 2d6 auto hits.
There you go. 8.
8. So 8 frag cannon hits again. Strength 6, toughness 4 in the warrior. That needs 3s.
Yeah.
So oh well, it's only 4.
It's only 4 this time.
So 4 armor saves.
Yes.
Oh wait, I have 6 dice in my hand. So, 4 armor saves of a 5 up, -1, right? I make 2 of them. So you get to do 2 damage rolls.
1.
That's a flesh wound. Resurrection protocol failed. That's a flesh wound. And another flesh wound. He's 2 flesh wounds.
Yeah.
Which I can take a resurrection protocol on, of course.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've still failed it. So the warrior is going to fire at the dude with the frag cannon.
Yes.
2 shots, but he has 2 flesh wounds, so he's at a -2 to hit. So needing 5 to hit. 1 hit.
Yep.
And then needing a 4 to wound, strength 4, toughness 4. That's a wound, actually.
Ooh.
So you take a save and fail it.
Maybe.
You didn't fail 1 armor save, man.
I haven't. No.
So I just found out that Necron warriors are -1 AP with their weapon, but well, doesn't matter. I don't think it would have made that big of a difference during the game. Now we both cheated in your advantage.
Oh,
So it's a good game anyway. So your Inferno bolter there is going to fire at the immortal.
Yes. With the.
You're going to do the flamer first.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. How many shots? How many hits? 4 hits. Strength 5, toughness 4, 3 to wound.
Yes. There you go.
And you have 2 of them, and 2 4-up armor saves. I make 1 and fail 1. So 1 damage roll.
Yes.
That's taken out. Let's see if my no resurrection protocol. So he's taken out as well.
Okay.
So morale phase. I'm leadership 10 still.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's leadership 10. So I make it with 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, just not sure if the camera picks it up. So, and you have it as well with 8, and that ends the game, and it's a victory for you. That's for sure.
It's a hollow victory for me.
It's let's calculate points quickly. You have 3. You have 9 points, and I got 6 points.
Yes.
You have 9 points because one of your regular dudes took out my commander, and my commander took out your commander. So that makes your commander worth 5 victory points.
Yes.
And my commander worth 3 victory points to you.
Yeah.
So, do I need to ask you who's your man of the match? Can we have him?
It's the sniper, of course. No, it's Mr. Frag Cannon.
So it's the frag cannon.
The frag cannon is just like, you know, if you want like I think I said this before. If you want to lose friends, bring 4 of those guys in a kill team match and just sit in the corner, like the old dwarven corner hammer, but with frag cannons.
Yeah, I think that's pretty obvious. I mean, he took out 4 of my guys, didn't he?
Well, you like we said off camera, you gave me 2 by charging in.
Yeah, that was not the smartest move, but I had to try.
Of course.
If I would have managed to take him out, then
I did roll an absurd amount of 10s and 8s, and I rolled a 7 once. I mean.
Yeah, but but that was for initiative roll.
Oh yeah.
Which you probably won because I rolled 2 or something. So, every 2d6 roll you made like an insane amount. So I think he had in like 5 turns of shooting, he shot over 40 shots. So, that's your man of the match. I can only appoint one man of the match. That has to be.
That's the commander, right?
Has to be the Overlord.
Yes. He killed Bionic Sean Connery in 1 turn.
Yeah, he killed Sean Connery in one go, which at that point I felt was like very bad.
Yeah,
but the frag cannon made you recover. So I think next time your frag cannon is going to be the commander, and the Watchmaster is going to be the idiot standing in the back.
He can give him the shells.
Yes, he's the ammo runt.
Yeah. Well, but like again, like we said off camera, we rolled for what the Watchmaster would have hit, and it's not like you brought like a big wrecking ball and I put a pebble against them. Like they both have equal chances.
No, because we rolled off camera and he got the Overlord down to 0 wounds, but the Overlord didn't die, or 1 wound or 0. But he didn't die.
Exactly.
And the Overlord one-shotted him, but I did use 3 command points to do that.
But still, you like we said, like it's not a wrecking ball against the pebble. It was like evenly matched, just who would hit first, basically. And this again, decisive strike is just a very powerful stratagem that everyone should be using at all times if you can.
Yeah,
it's very good.
If you both use decisive strike, you get to roll off. But Igor just didn't have the command points to use. It's 2 command points, and because of the item the Overlord took, he got D3 additional command points at the beginning of the game. So I actually started the game with 3, and Igor with just 1 because both our leaders weren't on the field, so we didn't get that additional command point.
Yeah. But then again,
the Overlord was kind of he should have instead of going to the right, if he would have gone to the left, he would have probably slayed the other 2 guys as well. And then, but I decided that wouldn't be. That wouldn't be in favor of the game, so I wanted to try and kill it because I really start to hate that frag cannon mate. So.
But like I said, like it's an illegal list anyway because my frag cannon can be the leader, and again we've had a good game overall. So if that's.
I enjoyed it. So.
I've had a lot of fun.
After the combat phase turn 1, I enjoyed the game, not because your commander was taken out, because you actually evened the game out and butchered all the Necrons. This actually was my first time playing with the Necrons, so I still need to get a bit used to them.
You like them better than like the Nids or the AdMech? What's your take on them like?
No, Tyranids will be number one always. Yes, that's like the army I started 40k with. So.
Would you bring anything else than the units you have, like the sniper specialists or anything?
Yeah, maybe. Like with the AdMech, the Arquebus. Yeah, it's really good. So if I could bring the, I'll quickly check.
What's it called?
You get the Deathmark can be sniper specialist.
Yeah. That could be fun.
That would be an interesting one. Yeah, and then like bring 2 or 3 of them probably, because I don't think he has the Arquebus is a pretty awesome weapon. This one's strength 4, 1 damage. But you don't get the long range penalty. And if you do a 6 up to wound, you'll get a mortal wound in addition.
Oh, nice.
So, maybe bringing a couple of those would be nice. I feel like the flayed ones, 2 of them isn't enough.
No, you need to swarm them.
They're too fragile, and they should not attack dudes with a frag cannon.
No one should be attacking dudes with a frag cannon. Like people with arquebuses should be attacking people with frag cannons.
I think I try with my Broodlord.
Well, yeah, but that's the Broodlord. I mean.
Yeah, well, the Overlord didn't get through, so. I think I would definitely try with the Broodlord. But I think that's that for this game. I think I'm gonna paint up some death marks, and then.
I'm gonna paint up some more frag cannons.
I'm gonna paint up some more. Do you have some more frag cannons?
I have 1. So.
So we're gonna leave it at that for this one. I hope you like this battle report, and if you have seen make us mistakes or Except for the ones we already caught ourselves, obviously. Let us know, and we'll try and work with it in the future. So, see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.